You know what's funny? I can start this recording and it doesn't matter because
That's
nobody's
right.
here. Yes,
It's just us.
just us. And welcome back. We are recording episode 35 with King Crimson. I'm your host, Mark. That is John. That's Shannon. And our number one fan's asleep. So sorry, guys. You
Can't
can't
see
say
him.
hi. Can't see him. Anywho,
Maybe one day.
maybe one day.
Maybe one day we'll put him on.
Well, I'm sure the staying in bed is going to be going away from here soon. So
Gotcha.
just going to enjoy
Yeah.
it while it's here.
Yep. Enjoy it while you can.
Yes. My daughter is starting school Wednesday. Isn't that crazy?
Why
Wednesday.
do they why do they
Dang,
do
it's super early.
why do they do
Super.
the things they do?
Where I work is 2 weeks from now. So it's like, or the 13th. Yeah, it's roughly about 2 weeks. And they're out the last week of May. So I guess parents used to complain. I don't know if you remember this, Sean, Shannon, where they're like, well, you get out in June, that's half the summer gone. You remember that? That was a problem.
Is it though? I mean,
Well, technically, summer starts when you're getting out of school. Like the end of
yeah.
June kind of starts it, right?
Yeah, I mean, technically the first day of summer is June 20th. So,
So I remember parents used to get upset, so they changed to doing this. I don't know. I'm
well,
like, man,
I
I'm
mean,
already about.
it was always after Labor Day for me. So it was either the first week of September or the second week of September, depending on where that first Monday was.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy. You don't have to worry about it, John, but Shannon,
Nope.
soon enough, you'll worry about it. But that's a long ways from here.
Well, my oldest is in preschool, but
Oh,
he starts on the 27th. So
oh, okay.
they still go later
Yeah. Dun dun
here
dun.
for
Yeah,
now.
for now.
For
Well,
now.
let's get into the news. The saddest one. John, you wear the shirt of the guy, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Man, had a great celebration with Black Sabbath and everything in his solo work with all these killer bands and passed away, 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But we should be thankful. Let's think about that for a minute that
No,
he
absolutely.
was this long in his life with every partying thing. Maybe that's
Well, and
longevity of life. He's partying up.
well, there's that, but he also had that like Parkinson's. Like he had that rare form that started way
Yep,
early,
way
and
early. And he had the
and
neck surgery and back surgery and
yep.
everything. That kind of threw him for the
Uh,
loop too.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
R.I.P.
because
Ozzy,
I
man.
know you like neck surgeries are like super like intricate, and you can really get messed up from those.
He said in a lot of interviews he'll tell everybody, "Do not get neck surgery. Don't do it. It just there's no point to it." I'm like, damn.
Yeah, well,
So
I mean, I could do a whole nother podcast about the other gentleman that passed 2 days after Ozzy,
yeah, Mr. Hulk Hogan.
Mr. Hulk Hogan.
We could throw him out here too. Hogan, man, the American Dream, man, dude, that's crazy.
Well, American Dream was Dusty Rhodes again. So
Oh
we're not going
boy.
to go there. But anyway, I will.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah,
Hogan.
but he had some neck surgery too,
Yep.
and they ended up.
Fusing.
No, it ended up like crushing his like trachea a little bit.
Listen to your brother.
So like it's always interesting that like celebrities tend to pass away after surgeries or things prescribed from doctors.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's a conspiracy by any means. I'm just saying it's very coincidental.
It is very coincidental. I will give you that one. It is. It's sad, and it was a
Eh,
celebration, and 2 weeks later, it's crazy.
Done.
It was just
Yeah.
boom, snap of a finger. You're like,
Mhm.
holy crap. But when I watched a lot of that concert with him, he was giving it his all, but you could just
Mhm.
tell he was just tired and weak, and like
Yeah.
maybe they should have done it like 2 years ago. Would have been a little bit different, but hey, maybe it was a good timing.
Schedules, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, who
schedule.
knows?
So, all right,
It's
enough
all good.
sadness.
Yep.
Enough sadness. Let's
Enough
go.
sadness. Let's get into the pit.
Let's get into the pit. Let's see. Control Shift Tab. Let's get into. Hey, check this out. Where
Check this out.
everybody, Johnny Boy picked this week, Knocked Loose
Yep.
album Laugh Tracks.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
hardcore
their
punk band. Came out September 16th of 16. How did you get into this, John? Knocked Loose.
so my bookend children, my, my oldest son and my
Yep.
daughter, were like, Dad, check them out. They're awesome. And I was like, yep,
So
those
they
guys are pretty
both
cool.
like
Yeah.
Knocked Loose. Okay. So they're
Mhm.
big fans of their work. So
Yep.
they listen to all their albums and
Mhm.
everything like that. Okay.
And they're like, hey, Dad, you should check these guys out.
Okay. And
A lot of times it's have
first?
you.
Is this their
This is
first
their
album?
first one, yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Okay. All right.
I mean,
okay.
you can kind of tell it has that first album kind of feel to it, and it's less than 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, 29.
You
I
know,
was like, man, this thing I can get this done before I even get home. It's like, damn.
yeah,
So
it was. Dude, I think it's great. It's one of those you put it on, and if you love breakdowns, it's a good, just like get your head
yeah.
kind of bang into it.
So
And
so what do we rate this album? What are you giving
this,
it?
I'm giving this a good 8.75.
I like it. John, I could go with that. Shannon, what do we think about Knocked Loose? Oh boy. Is there feelies in this?
Oh, there's feelings, aren't there?
Oh
There
man.
there are actually zero feelies because I totally forgot to listen to this album.
Yeah. This is a Shane feelies.
Yeah. I literally, because I like all day I've been like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I'm like, okay, kids got this and did that and the other thing. No, I did okay, everything's done. And then when I loaded up my computer, I was like,
So funny you say that. So originally, everybody, we were trying to record this last week, what, Tuesday?
Tuesday or
Like something like that, Monday or Tuesday, and I had power outages at my house. I couldn't do it. That day is when I listened to Knocked Loose. So don't feel bad. I listened to it as soon as I went home. I was like, 29 minutes, I can do this on the way home. Okay. So there are two sides of this. I kind of I gave it its time. The problem is you can definitely tell it's a debut album. Like you said, it's definitely a debut album. But when they say hardcore punk, I think that's a little bit of a stretch term with this band. It's the musical, every song sounded exactly the same to me. Like every breakdown, all the chugging, they had some double bass. I'm like, cool. Oh man, you stopped. It's like, you should have held it for like 16 more bars. Or um I give this like a six and a half. I I tried to listen to it, I tried to enjoy it. I see why people like it though, because this is kind of a new age punk band for younger people. Like, that's kind of how I took it. If I want breakdowns, I'll just listen to Hatebreed. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? They had the best breakdowns
they do.
starting. I don't like the singing. The singing makes me just ugh. and I think it's like strangling a cat a little bit to a
It
certain
does.
extent.
It does kind of sound like that.
I've never strangled a cat, but I can probably understand maybe what it sounded like. No context.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that like the barking thing he does.
Yeah, the musical part I got kind of behind. I like the musical part. The
I
singing just
I'm definitely behind the music. The singing, like I tend to kind of ignore it just slightly.
so you see the
I know
term
it's
right
hard to
here,
do.
metalcore. That is
Yeah,
definitely metalcore. That is
yeah.
actually the term I was thinking of, where he's. I can appreciate him singing, but the singing of what he's going for, it's one of those new age metalcore bands that are your who am
He's
I
just
thinking of?
screaming the whole time.
Yeah, right. It's falsetto type of thing. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
There's no musical key to it. It's just him singing. I'm like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate the hardness of it. It's pretty hard. It's
It
hard.
goes hard.
It
Like I
goes
say,
hard. So
that's one you just throw on, and if you want to mosh pit with people.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
the I think it's like I don't know if it's different shades of blue or there's another.
I see a different shades of blue right here.
Yeah, yeah, that one is a little better.
So why do so why did you pick this one? If that one was better. Did you make a
I
mistake?
I might have.
Okay. Mistake number one, mistake number two. I'll make one. Don't worry about it. It's inevitable. I will make a mistake. But thank you for bringing it to us. It is something different. I do appreciate that. Like I said, 6.5 for me. John, 8.75, roughly a 7. Shannon, thank you for being here in spirit. You get a medal for being here.
Gold
We'll
star
give.
for existence.
Yes.
I was gonna say a silver star, but okay, we'll go.
Wow, what a rude.
Oh
So
no,
rude.
no, this is 2020. If I show up, I get a gold star.
I ain't gonna.
That's my, or actually, you're right. I
Uh,
should get a trophy, participation trophy. Yeah.
since you didn't listen to this, you get to start out
Uh-oh.
the wheel. Oh, you just saw my pick. Oh.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. So
I
ah,
saw it.
you know who it is.
I saw it, and I am not surprised.
Mm.
I was wondering how long it was going to take.
John, shh. All right. So we are going to go into King Crimson. This is going down the progressive metal rock tree. I feel like King Crimson gets notoriety from the bands like your Transatlantic, Neil Morris, Dream Theater, Fates Warning. A lot of influences this band has come through. Started in 1968. Constant member is Mr. Robert Fripp. Very intricate of different players. There have been some constant players here and there. Um, Different. They are very occult following band. Very cult following. But we went down the rabbit hole as we always do. We looked at every album and we are going to rate every album. Shannon, would you like to start us out?
I
Or-
believe I was told that I was starting out,
Oh,
so I'm ready.
well, look at that. All right, we're going to
How
go with
about it?
how about it? Let's see where are we going down. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 albums. That should take us about 30 minutes.
It shouldn't take long.
It shouldn't take long. You get Lark's Tongue of Aspic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
So
huh?
I did not know what to expect with this band.
Oh, sure.
You seemed excited about it, which which in my head I was like, okay, so that means it's gonna be like thrashy, right? It's gonna be like that kind of music because you were excited about
Oh.
it,
I
right?
threw you off.
And so right, so then I started listening to it, I'm like, oh, what is what? This is my favorite album.
Okay, this is probably number 3 for me.
I have a guess on which one.
Mine is.
I have a guess. I have a guess.
So so out of that album, what did you enjoy about it? What was very
I
good to you?
thought this album was almost perfect.
Wow.
Now,
Really?
I knocked 2 points though. I knocked 2 whole points
Okay.
because so we got an 8 out of 10, which is gonna throw it in bitchin'. Because
Okay.
Exiles is so repetitive. That
Yeah.
song is just like
That's why I notched it
go
down.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that lost a full point. And then the talking drum is similar in that the intro once at least with the talking drum once they got into it something actually happened. I want to say it took I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say it took like 5 minutes for something to happen in that song that was like, "Oh, we're doing something now."
Yeah.
And so yeah, that shaved in a full another full point, which is unfortunate because otherwise I think this album is phenomenal. I
This
really, really enjoyed it.
I have to say with this album, it starts strong, it kind of dips a little bit, it comes up a little bit, and then it dips down, and then the ending one gets me back up. It's kind of like it starts with a peak, goes in, and starts at the ends with a peak for me. And we have to think this album, half of it's just instrumentals. It's like half instrumentals and half, you know what I mean? It's science experiment. you know? I give it an 8 also. I'm like a 7, 8 type of thing, depending on it. I like that a lot too.
Oh,
What have you, John?
that makes 2 of you, I guess.
The judge like I gave it a 2.38724.
Dot
No.
5.
I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
Now, this was what one of the ones with a new lineup, and yeah, the I guess with the violin guy that's in there, he brought an interesting dynamic to the sound, which I could appreciate. And what did I say also? I liked the bonus tracks, just the recording, whatever fly. I don't know if it was fly on the wall stuff or whatever it was that they did. I was like, that's
I
cool because I like weird shit like that. So
I purposely stayed away from the bonus stuff because
I didn't
I
like bonus stuff either.
I
I
tried.
I stay away from it because it's not fair to the album
Well,
because
it was hard to like unless you go and look and like, okay, what are the tracks?
well, that's what I do.
Well, I mean, I tried that too, and I was like, well, this is only
Surprise!
an hour. I was like, this is only an hour. I can listen to the other
Yeah.
things. It's fine.
And also too, the guitar sound on that album is really good too. It definitely went up from the previous ones. It's a little edgier. The drums, Bill Bruford, Mr. Rhythm himself with Yes and Peter Gabriel. He's been in a lot of progressive bands. When he came into the band, he left Yes to join King Crimson at that time. When Yes was at its peak, he left because he loved King Crimson's experimental, edgier, darker tale. I'm like, that's a lot of balls just to leave and be
Yep.
like, okay, I want to be in this group, you know. So I don't know. Shannon, that makes me feel really warm that you gave it an 8. And it's bitching too. I love it. I love it.
That's how her rating system goes.
That's
Yes.
my rating system is very rigid. I mean, it's based on my feelies. But once I give it that number, it's
Done. It's done. That's why we don't
that
listen to
the number
bonus.
the number puts it in the
Oh,
category. That's
did that album did come off? Why
It did
didn't I-
not.
hooray,
Oh,
we can talk about it again.
hang on, I didn't let it go through. Remove. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Hooray, more confetti.
Now we're rocking.
You don't get to see the confetti. I actually jumped to it, so you don't see the confetti. John, you are next. Dun, dun,
Cool.
Because you have no choice.
That's very true.
And this one is that the Wake of
The Wake of
Poseidon?
Poseidon.
So
yeah.
that is the Wake of Poseidon. Okay. All right. Johnny boy, what do you got for me?
Oh, the sigh. Ooh, woof.
Ooh, wolf.
Um,
That was like a solid 8 seconds long. Like that was
so I don't know if it was the production on this with the volume levels really just irked me.
You gotta remember this is
I
from
remember
70s,
it's in the.
you know what
I
I mean?
remember. I understand it's from the 70s, but it's like, do they just again do your thing where you have the microphone in the tin can and then everybody's in the room and like, there's like just this little kind of like we're at a whisper and then all of a sudden everything just explodes into madness. So I'm sitting there, I'll be, sitting there enjoying a coffee or whatever, and then all of a sudden, just like blam, everything goes to, like 11 from like nothing.
and now
This
you spilled
album,
coffee all over everything.
this album had a very like
It very experimental in my opinion.
very. It's
You
almost
think?
like
Because to me, this album felt more like they were just trying to recreate
the first one.
in the Court of the Crimson King.
That's
Like
the
it's kind
Pied
of like they
Piper type of feel to it. Does that make sense? Pied
Yeah,
Piper?
but
So like
like
the
it's
like
like they
like the Devil's Triangle is probably, in my opinion, the best song on this album.
That is a good one. Yeah.
This
like
silly
did they play
cat food song.
musical chairs with instruments? Were they just like F
The-
it? I feel like playing bass today. I've never played before.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
try
like,
it.
oh, hey, we need to play piano on this cat food song. Sure, I'll do it. I've never played piano for anything. Like,
Like am I wrong? I don't look anything up. Did they do that? Because it's kind of I was kind of getting those vibes a little
So
bit.
I
so
mean,
you have the electric guitar, acoustic guitar, vocal drums, bass, piano, harpsichord, right? Alto, baritone, saxophone,
Love them
and
saxophones.
and it's almost like a medieval sound to it. It's a like with a mandolin, and it's just has that very rustic old sound to it. I John, what did you give it?
I gave it a 6.
Yeah, I gave it like a 5. It wasn't that great. It was very experimental. Like, I understand the progressive side of it, but I feel like it was one of those too much experimental, like way too much, if that's even possible.
Yep. Yeah.
Possible. What about you, Shannon? What did you think about it?
I split the difference. I gave it a 5.5.
Yeah.
And I thought the only other note that I have on it is that I was disappointed.
Is it meh? Very meh.
Yeah. Not quite a dumpster fire. We'll get there. But
No, the problem with me a lot of times is doing this show. Me and John played music. I have appreciation for music, right? So it's like I understand I was not born in the 70s. I don't understand the peace, love, and happiness type shit. But this is being in Europe, I feel like it has a grittier sound to it, but it has this fantasy world that he tried to create type of thing. And I guess that's the progressive side of it too.
Yeah.
But I, we'll get into the first one when somebody gets it, but not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
All right, my turn. Did that one come off? It better. Yeah, it came off.
I feel like it did.
I feel like it did too. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Is that? It's not
Did
powered.
it?
Is that the construction of light? No, that's Thrak. Thrak. Oh boy. So this is the third indication of the band, the third time of Robert Fripp putting back King Crimson. This is his third level of King Crimson, if you will. I don't know what you would call it. I notice with this album, it's very electronic based with it. I heard he was very influenced by Tool. I heard Tool was kind of an influence for this.
I mean, you figure 95, like, was, I guess Tool was around then. That's when they had I don't know,
either
whatever Tool had out at that time.
yeah.
I'm not the biggest Tool fan around, so
No, and I don't know. It's a good album, but it's too out there for me. It's too
It-
much behind it.
yeah, I thought it was going to be an instrumental album because the first two tracks were instrumental.
It is a lot of instrumentals on this.
Then that dinosaur song came in, and I was like, oh, well, there goes that.
And you know
And
what? And it's from the old band from the Beat era, the three, Discipline and Three is a Pair.
yeah,
It's them together. It has an old style to it, but it's too late. Like it's too
Yeah.
late for it. I gave this one a 5 also. It's very meh to me. Very meh.
yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
It's a 5. It just like it.
I like the older stuff than that newer stuff, so I'm going to leave it where it's at. I think Poseidon beats Thrak easily.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
No, what
Yeah.
did you think about it, Shannon?
Oh, I agree that this
Yeah.
was a Met album. There were a lot of there were a good number of songs that either were completely pointless, like the Radio 1, Radio 2, like there's
Yeah.
no point to those being there. They're completely pointless.
It
And
was
then
filler. It was literally
Very
filler.
yeah,
filler.
like hey, we
Very.
need this album to be however many minutes long. So like
Yeah.
here's something.
Here, take it.
And there were other
Something,
the other one that I wrote down about that was One Time. Feels like this shouldn't have been on this album. Like again, same thing where they're just like, hey man, we got to fill the time.
And it
Just put something on there, it's fine.
It blows my mind that it's from these three band, when they got back together for the second indication. What am I trying
Incarnation.
to say? Incarnation. Second incarnation of King Crimson. They came out with that. I'm like, that is not what the band sounded like. And we got to remember Robert Fripp. It's always his band. He always has to say about everything. It seems like, and that's a whole. I want to watch the documentary of King Crimson. There's a documentary that came out about them last year, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. So, Shannon, you are up. You Discipline, the first album of the second incarnation of the band, which has Tony Levin, Bill
Bill
Bruford,
Bruford.
Robert Fripp, and Adrian Bello.
Sounds right.
Yep, Bello. What do we think about this?
I have a singular note on this
Okay,
album, and it
okay.
is
Really? Question mark?
arbitrary 6 out of 10.
Did you like anything from it? Like, what did you?
I had, that's literally all I have is just
With a question mark?
So no, with an ellipses. How
Oh,
about
with
that?
10 M's.
Yeah.
Like crash
Da-da.
test dummies.
So let me look back at the tracks and see if it jars anything
Jaws
for
your
me.
memory.
Okay, Elephant Talk.
Yeah, Elephant Talk, Frame by Frame, Indiscipline, Daily Hajiat.
Matt Kudasai.
What a good song.
Discipline.
Yeah, Indiscipline.
Indiscipline.
Sheltered
Discipline.
Sky.
That one that I remember, like, I feel like I was almost confused because Indiscipline is familiar and that I was like, oh, this is starting to sound like King Crimson again.
Yeah.
I think before that it was not so much. So that's probably where the came from. It's like what are you guys doing? What
And
is happening
I
right now?
think what's getting you is because that's the first album out of 7 years of the last album, which is Red. There's a huge gap, like 74 to 81.
To 81, yeah.
So this is the second incarnation of King Crimson. This is where Robert Fripp ended King Crimson after Red, and then they started back up with two new players, Tony Levin and Adrian. Bill came back, so that could be why you're like, huh? There's no craziness on it except Indiscipline. Everything else is kind of layered out pretty well. Like, but John, what did you think about it?
This was one that I wanted to go back and listen to again because
I did today too.
I was in a layover at an airport, and so I had like one ear in, and I had one ear listening
Yeah.
to all the airport stuff, so I didn't really get all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, frame by frame, and I was a little, I think is it the Del Thelia Hun Jinjeet? Is that
Yes.
the one? That's the one he's going around talking about.
Studio.
Like, it's in the studio, and then he's going
Yeah.
outside, and it's
That's actually Primus covers that song a lot, and they actually played with Adrian Bello a couple times. They'll play that song with him.
But I mean, I gave it a 7, just from, again, like just the musicality of it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Like it's
Shit.
very tight. I just
Very tight.
I just cannot get over the freaking, like, I don't know if there's any purpose to his vocals at all.
Does
Like,
his vocals remind you of something? A band?
yeah, I just can't.
Talking Heads?
Yeah.
Because he came from Talking Heads.
Oh, did he really?
He was the rhythm guitar player for him, and he was the backup singer for him too. That's where he sounds like.
That checks then. Yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite album from them. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. No joke.
Hey.
Yeah. This is huge.
I mean, like I said, it's a good one, and like with if I could give it another listen,
So I sent you to that live video. That actually is part of this group. So it's during the Beat tour. So when the
Okay.
second one came out, Beat, a lot of these songs, Mighty Kudasai, Indiscipline, Shelter Sky, is actually in the live video, the live concert, and they sound amazing. And when I heard this album, I'm like, I like this album so much. I appreciate King Crimson for its experimental days, but this is peak King Crimson for me because it still had the weirdness, but it also had easy listening to it because of the vocals. It had a combination of it could be mass marketed and everybody's listening to this crazy music and liking it too. It's likable through the mass audience. I think it is. Which we'll get into the other ones, but to me, is this? Hang on, is this your who's
Whose pick was this?
Shannon?
Actually, I think it was mine.
Shannon,
Yeah, if
what?
we're on the fourth one.
Yes,
Yeah.
Discipline. What did you want to put that at?
Lawnmower.
Okay. The first lawnmower of the day.
Hey.
Hey. Burr. Burr, burr. I gotta get these. There we go. You didn't expect me to say that was my favorite album, did you?
No, I did
I-
not. I did
I
not.
actually did not.
I thought it was going to be one we have not gotten to yet.
Yeah.
We're only 4 in, so.
So it was
So
a
maybe-
toss up. It was a toss up between two, and like they were kind of neck and neck. And when we get to that one, I'll let you know, and you'll tell me, "Oh,
Yes, the number one.
John, you got the
Yeah.
number one, very first one."
I did not know what I was getting into with King Crimson, to be honest with you. I was like, because again, we've heard all of the, like the Dream Theaters and Symphony X and all those guys
Sure.
talk about like King Crimson. Even like Kirk Hammett was like a huge King Crimson fan. And
Yeah, he
like,
was. Yep.
I'm trying to get this King Crimson sound for whatever they were doing, load or reload or whatever. Who cares? It was very jazzy.
Very. Well,
I
you
was
got
like,
in
but I mean,
'69.
it's 69,
That's
and
what
you
they
can
were.
tell, and you can tell that it's the 60s.
Very
right?
much. Very
Like,
much.
and I mean, 21st Century Schizoid Man, that one comes out swinging, and
It definitely does.
there's a reason that's probably their like number one song.
Yeah, it is number 2 in Rolling Stone's list of greatest prog rock albums of all time, and it's right behind Dark Side of the Moon. That's pretty.
I mean, yeah,
pretty
that's
up
pretty-
there.
That's up there for sure.
But as coming from a thrash hard rock guy, going down the progressive side with Dream Theater and Transatlantic and Neil Morse, Fox Beard, how did this fare with you and your listening with it, knowing that this is the proto metal,
the prototype for what
Yeah.
we're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like again, like I said, I think it was surprising
Yeah.
that this is what these guys are talking about, but at the same time, it's
I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm trying to.
yeah, and again, because you're looking at I don't know, you have these sections of songs where it's like including this piece and this thing and this other title that are in
Sure. Yeah.
there. But yeah, I mean, I gave it a nice little 7.5.
Okay. I'm behind that. I can give it a 7. So, I got to remember. I got to be during that time. Like,
And it's hard to be in that time because we're
Yeah.
not there. But like trying to remember, like, okay, this production is shit. And again, with the volume, just the volume killed me, man.
yeah.
Like I had to constantly adjust the volume. It's like I can't hear anything, and then it just comes blaring out at me, and I'm like, okay, we got
Yeah.
to do that now. So that's why I dropped it slightly. But um,
What do you
yeah,
think, Shannon?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I I think this album is great. Um, I gave it an 8 out of 10
Okay.
because Moonchild is 10 minutes of my life that I'm never getting back, and that's unfortunate. And
Mm,
I like that. Yeah, that's sad. It was such a slog of a song. But Court of the Crimson King, I think, is a great way to end.
mhm.
yeah, I think so too. In John, I
It's a
piggyback what you're
good
saying.
bookend.
It
You
is.
know,
They have good bookend songs a lot of times. I feel like that's kind of a
I'm
progressive
glad you said a
rock
lot of times.
a lot of times. I feel I feel like progressive metal rock, whatever, they always have a good starter and a good end. It's always those two. Whatever's in the middle, it's whatever, filler. But they always have a good opener and a good end to every album, most of the time. I feel like they do. And that's it's one of those I would kind of want to jump on this one too because this is the very first one and everybody says the 21st Schizo Man whatever kind of revolutionized progressive, right? And I understand why, but it's one of those I wish I was during that time to feel that's like wow, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It doesn't wow me with everything else I've been exposed to, and
right.
that's why I try to okay, I gotta kind of be in that mindset. What if I was there in the 70s and I heard this? When you're listening to
Yeah,
the Eagles and the Beatles, you're like, holy shit, what the hell is this? And
Well, and I
yeah.
think that probably that could have contributed to a little bit of inflation on my part because again, like I was expecting to come into this album like, all right, Margaret, you're like this is probably super thrashy. Not that I don't like thrash, but like, and then this comes out and I'm like, that's not what this is.
I
So
know.
I was I was
I have a
kept on
good.
my toes.
I have opened my doors a lot wider of genres to. Okay, it's just not this. I have different avenues now, and everything. Like whenever I listen to a band and it captivates me, and I hear their influences, I gotta listen to them. I'm like, what made this band the way they are? Because if they like that stuff, I might like it too. And I get a 50-50 sometimes, with some stuff. I'm like, okay, I can pick at least something and be like, okay, here's the greatest hits of King Crimson or something. Be like, all right. But that's why Discipline kind of caught me. I was like, wow, that's very marketable, very digestible for me. Because when you're listening to Poseidon and Schizo Man and like all those are like science experiments. Like you're like, what are what's
Yeah.
it's wide open
Yeah.
door.
What's the formula that you've got? Oh wait, you don't have one.
Yeah, that's the formula. There is no formula. So, well, John, where are we putting this, sir?
Um, I don't. mm,
Tough decisions. I know.
it's
I
on the
know.
fence, man. It's like
In between what?
borderline. It's in between bitchin' and lawnmower.
I think it's bitching.
I think it. Yeah, I would
Shannon,
put
I
it.
think it's bitching for you too.
Heck yes,
Now,
it is. It is
it
below Larks for me, but
is it below Larks? Are we saying that? John, you didn't like Lark though.
I just, that's me though. Maybe I think it's fine right there.
it's your
Okay.
pick, brother.
Yeah, it is your
I
pick. Like,
I
yeah,
understand it's my
I'm just
pick,
trying to I'm
and
just trying to help. We're helping.
Let me
excuse me,
help
I dropped my
you.
pen.
Ah, okay. Damn it. All right.
You got to stop doing that.
I know. I'm trying to learn the keys, man. This is learning the keys. I got a thing right here that says back and forth. I got to remember where the tab is. The problem is there's tabs, and like if I do that, you see the tabs, and
Yeah.
it's just like trying to figure out. Bert. Is this?
We'll fix it in post.
Yes. That's right. Is that islands?
That is Islands, I do believe.
Ah, that is islands. Okay. So that is my pick. That is my thing. What did I say? So when you're going from Lizard to Islands, I feel like they took a step back with certain things. Like they went a little bit too
Well, they were very different albums for sure.
very
Yep.
different albums. And when you hear like Sailor's Tale and Ladies on the Road, you're like, what? I don't understand what this is.
Eh?
Yeah, I didn't like it. Um,
For Sailors?
yeah, I didn't care for it. Like this is kind of low on my part because it's what am I looking for? When you go from Lizard has this expanding sound to it. I'm like, okay, now we're broadening. Now we are going from like the previous album, which is Poseidon, which is kind of this medieval sound, and then you go to Lizard, like, okay, you're expanding. It almost has a Pink Floyd sound to it too. Like they expanded their sound, and when it went to Islands, I'm like, you kind of lost me in that expanding world. They just went even farther. Like they just went to Pluto. Like, okay, hey man, stay in like Jupiter area. You just kind of it was too spacey for me. I'd give it like a 6. Um, very instrumental to a certain point. I just didn't. I give it a 6. Very meh to me.
Yeah.
I love
John.
how jazzy Sailor's Tale is.
It has a very big jazzy sound to it.
It's such a like a super chill album, but it's definitely aimless. Like I don't think
Yeah,
they had a plan. I think they were just like, dude, let's just kind of like play some
It's
stuff and
it's freeform jazz.
yeah.
Is what it is. It's free.
improvising. They
Yeah.
improvised the whole album. It seems like.
Well, they recorded it with the 1971-1972 tour lineup.
Yep.
And I can't remember what song it was, but it just really irked me. Where like
what does that
saxophone,
mean?
like the saxophone guy, again with the one microphone that the
Oh
studio could
yeah,
afford. It's like he started like on the street and then worked his way into the studio.
yeah.
He was running late for the
To,
recording jam. Give him a break.
Islands to me is a concept album that there should have been more concept. they got too much. It's too experimental for me. It's way. It
I
almost has this soundscape to it. You know, soundscapes.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
has that part of it too. And I like soundscapes, I really do. But when you're going from Schizo Man to Poseidon to Lizards, you're like, okay, I see the road you're traveling on,
I
and this
see
is
what
like,
you're doing.
hey, you know what? What do you want to play today? Let's play some jazz. Okay. Bert.
This felt less experimental than other stuff though. Like because
Yeah.
and like even though there's aimlessness in this, it wasn't as repetitive or boring as some of the other
It
like
wasn't boring.
songs that they've done where it's like, okay, you're really bad at riffing, stop.
Yeah.
Because like they definitely have songs like that, and I didn't find that with this album. I thought it was a nice little
No.
refresh,
I mean, I put it in meh.
little like a little palate cleanser.
It is better than Thrak. It is a lot
Yeah, it
better
is.
than Thrak. I think Poseidon is a little bit better than Islands. I like Poseidon a little bit better than Islands to a degree because I feel like there's more of a focus with Poseidon, and Islands is I don't know, man.
I like I think Islands is better than Poseidon because Islands is different. Poseidon's the same thing as in the it's it's almost shot for shot of Crimson King. Or in
yeah,
the yeah, in the court of the yeah.
But I like the Crimson King. I like what they did on the first one, and they took it and they expanded it even farther to different. Like, I like the very first one, and then maybe that's why I like the second one a little bit better. Islands is okay. Let's make it a little okay. We did 2 albums, 3 albums. Okay, the first two kind of sound the same. Oh, I feel like Lizard and Islands kind of have this. Okay, let's go into outer space a little bit more. Okay, let's go Islands even farther out
This
of
is a
space.
solid lawnmower album. I don't know what you're doing. This is a solid lawnmower
And very
album.
mad to me. Very mad.
Solid lawnmower. Third on in the background. No one's paying attention. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I guess so. God damn it, Mark. All right. What do you think about it, John?
I gave it a 5. Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, it's we the I guess the progressive side of it, I feel like we should appreciate it more. But sometimes
Yeah.
people can take progressive a little bit too far,
A little too far. Yeah.
and that's where that came into play. I feel like there could have been more of a unity in some way. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
A little bit more cohesiveness
A little bit.
into
A little bit.
instead of I'm just gonna go off and do what I want and catch up with me later.
Nana nana boo boo.
Yep, and make sure the damn horn guy gets here on time.
Yeah. Shannon, The Power to Believe, the very last album in 2003. What do we think about this, Shannon?
Man, I'm so glad that they did one more album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
This album is world better than Construction of Light.
It is a little bit better. It does have more to it. But you know what? Adrian Bello, it didn't sound like him to me. From the Beat era, Discipline and Three Pair and
It's the same guy, I assume.
yeah, it didn't sound like him at all to me. And yeah, I gave it a 6. I thought it was okay. I think it was.
I also gave it a 6.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, solid lawnmower. Solid lawnmower album.
6. Yeah, okay.
Nice. I think this is
Yeah.
the first one we've all agreed on this episode.
Now, is it better in Discipline, or Discipline better than the book?
I would say I will allow Discipline to be better than this one, I think.
Okay.
I did like I wrote down that Electric has a really good melding of 80s and electronic for that Power to Believe album.
It did rank high in the Billboard 200 when it peaked up to 150. I mean, it was kind of a coming back to, but you know what? It has mixed results. Like, a lot of people gave 4 out of 5. Some people gave it 6 out of 10. I feel like it's the timing of the album is the generation it's in determines the score of it. And
Yeah.
with having Adrian Bello back, it's nice because I at first I didn't know it was him, and when I realized it was, I kind of heard a little bit of his voice. It made me like the album a little bit more because I like his singing. I think he has a great voice. His guitar playing is very underrated too. I don't think anybody understands. We'll get to an album I'll tell you about. And you're like, oh, that's all guitar, and you're like, yeah, it's from him. Like, it's all guitars, no filler or whatever, and I'll explain. So yeah, I don't know. I would have liked that album a little bit more because it is their last one, but it had a little bit too much electronic in it too, like a little bit too much. I know too much.
See that?
Yeah, it's
I
a
can see
little for the times, like it's during the times, John, you get the infamous Red.
Yeah.
This is the one I thought would be your favorite.
This
This
is
is
number
my
2.
favorite.
This is number 2.
That's your favorite?
This one, Discipline changes depending on the day.
Well, that's I was gonna say between these two with Red and Discipline, those are the two that I would
Yeah.
recommend for people
Right?
for
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Crimson. I loved um,
How heavy this album
damn
was.
near everything about it, all the distortion, the heaviness. Um, uh, I think it's the strings and Providence that really, I was like, damn, this is like a horror movie.
Right? I like One More Red Nightmare. That
So
was a good song too. I like that one a lot.
my problem with Providence, I thought that the instrumentals fell rather flat. I thought that song kept like hinting, like like they were hinting that something interesting was going to happen, that they never got there. And then I was like, well, let me listen to it again. Maybe it's like just kind of like a like I'm supposed to be like kind of in tension, like a dun 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 dun. But it wasn't that either. And I thought it went on too long.
What, you were trying to do the, you know, Jaws thing
Like,
right
yeah,
there? Like,
well, right, but just like building that tension of like, oh my goodness, oh like, but like something's behind the then around the corner, creeping in the dark, and I don't know. It just that one fell flat for me. I gave it an 8 out of 10 though. I thought this was a great album, but
I gave it I gave it like an 8.5. I think
it's amazing. I gave it an 8.5 as well.
it is I have to say, leading up, going from Schizo to this, the progression up to Red was inevitable because it just marked the style and the heaviness and the times, the 74,
Mhm.
where a lot of bands started coming out during that time. Your Black Sabbath and um, underground stuff started to be a little heavier. Um,
Yeah.
it's sad that this ended the first incarnation of King Crimson. After this, he disbanded
Yeah.
the
I
very
don't
first one, and I'm like,
I don't think
what?
they toured much off of this one, did they? Or I
I
mean, I'm sure they did, but after that it was over.
I want to say yes, but I could be wrong. Um, yeah, I gave this like an 8.5. This is a bitchin'
Yep.
album.
Yep.
This
100% bitchin'.
now here's the tough part. Where does it go in bitchin'? Is it better in 21st or Lark?
for JM it is.
For me, that's where it goes at the top of bitchin'. Yep.
Oh, this is your number one.
That is my number
Got it.
one, sir.
Okay. All right.
And this
Well,
one they had only 3 members that recorded it, plus
yep.
however many guest musicians. But
Yeah, there was a
Oh,
lot
I
of
was about
guest
to say.
musicians. Yeah, there was a
I was
good.
like, there's no only three
like,
people did this. What?
there's like a core no, there's like the core 3 that they had.
A violin, a soprano saxophone, alto saxophone,
Love that alto sax.
cornet, an oboe,
I like the elbow
and a
too.
cello, and a double bass. That's what it says. Um, but there was a fourth member. But what happened was the programming, Bill Bruford took that over. He's like, well, I could just do that. So he took over the fourth person because he left because he got he so the guy got injured or something. What happened? Somebody got injured on stage and he had to retire. that's that's what happened. Um, don't don't know how he said he fell on stage or something and he had to retire and then Bruford's like, I'll do it. I'll do what he does, and he took it over. So yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Yep.
before I forget, Discipline. I forgot to bring this up, John. Discipline's an important album. Why is it an important album?
Oh, because just the year 1981. What are you doing?
What electronic drums?
Ah, yes, the 808
I
drums.
was about to ask if this was like a Dream Theater reference because you asked John and I'm like, okay, it's got to be Dream Theater or Metallica. It's got to
Well,
be something related to that.
um, whose turn is it?
I don't even know.
I
Your turn.
did
My
not just
turn.
go.
Okay.
Yes, because
'Cause it was
JM
me,
did.
I went.
Yes.
So Bill Buford was the first type of guy to use electronic drums on an album too, and that was I forgot to bring that up when we were talking about it. Talking about lizards. Yeah, look at that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you go.
So I like lizards. I think it's a great sideways step from Poseidon because, like Shannon said, 21st century and Poseidon was kind of side one, side two. You know what I mean? You could have been a double album, right? Um, now, indoor games and Happy Family, I really don't understand the logic behind those. I guess it's
No one does.
funny. Eh? I don't. Happy Lady Dancing Water, but Lizard. Wow, what a great like ending of a concept itself. Um, I don't know. I like this better. I give it a 6.5, because you get to see the sound expand. This is a very it expands, but also has a central. The singing is very good too. I do like the singing, which is who was the singer? Damn, what's his name? Um, no, no, Haskell, Gordon Haskell.
Gordon Haskell,
He was the bass player. I think he had a good sound to him. I think he had a Pink Floyd sound to his voice too, in some aspects. Um, not not what's his face, the bass player, Roger Waters. I feel like he had kind of a Roger Waters type of vocals to him too. I'd give it a lawnmower, if anything. Like I said, 6.5. I mean, that's pretty good, right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 7. I thought
You definitely like this older
I
King Crimson a lot.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely prefer the older stuff.
You
This one particularly had like a lot, felt like a lot of stuff in this album. Like a lot of textures, a lot of instruments, a lot of things. It didn't feel like it was like clunky or too much, but there was a lot of it.
every song had its own purpose. Like it had its own time.
I do think the songs were long on this album, like particularly long on this album.
Well, especially when
Like
you
like Lizard.
Lizard, yeah.
Like Lizard.
Lizard being 23
Really kind of
minutes.
all of them though were just felt like they went on just a little long.
But that's where I think King Crimson loved like the medieval times because it says Prince Rupert, Peacock's Tail, the Battle of Glacier with Dawn's Song, and Prince Rupert. It had this Pied Piper medieval renaissance to it. I don't know what you would call it. I'm kind of I don't know if that makes sense to you, especially with like the sounds and everything. It was their niche at the time too. That was their niche, especially with 21st Schizo and Poseidon. To this one, their niche was medieval uh, times type of era, Pied Piper, um, type of thing. And when Islands came, they were like, all right, let's get out of this genre and let's go into space. And it was a very long pass. I think Lark Tongues kind of brought it back in a little bit, and Red was like the peak, for it. So, um, yeah.
Yeah, I I can't even read my damn
It's so
YouTube.
good you can't read your own writing.
See, this is why you got to go digital, brother.
I know. Welcome to the 21st century. Jesus.
But I like to have this right here.
It's memories.
Anyway, it is, but the one thing that I can read is that Lizard is a 23 minute Fever Dream / Acid Trip.
You are right about that one. And you know, Robert Fred was straight edge his whole life, very straight edge. I think he drank later in his life, like in his 50s, because he's like
Wow.
60 something right now, 70s.
Yeah, I say he's got to
Uh,
be in his 70s. I mean,
yeah. Uh, Shannon, 3 is a pair.
3 is a pair.
Why didn't that come off? Burp?
you don't seem like you like this one too much.
I did not love this one. I didn't love all of is it like industrial? Is that the right word?
Yeah, it said
Like that
industrial.
kind of industrial sound.
Mhm.
New Ages, like there was no, it was kind of it did this. Like there was no progression, there was no build intention, there was no, it existed here. It did kind of remind me of like a 90s video game soundtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Before its time in '84.
And yeah, it was ahead of its time.
I think it is the out of we have to remember the second album is called Beat. Like the 3 albums, the second incantation of King Crimson. This is the lower of the 3. This is it did come out 58 in the US. I mean, people dug it, but it did have a lot of mixed
I think
reviews.
that's all because they listened to the album, they forgot everything, and they focused on Lark's Tongue Part 3, which was super groovy, and like that was a great way to end the album. Like
It
that was,
was.
but
I
overall, I think this album was just kind of spotty and bland. Like it wasn't.
I think
Nothing really like grabs you with it, but
Yeah,
it does seem like every song though has a specific like theme or category, like within the name of the song you get what the song is. Like
I
Industry has that industrial sound,
yeah,
like a Fear Factory or Nine Inch Nails or something like that.
sure. I
You know,
think what happened with Three of a Pair is it was during its time where they were just trying to be because you have Discipline and Beat. Those were really good albums and they charted very, very well. And everybody they were on this wave. And I think that's why this came out 58 because they thought this album was going to be the third one, Three's a Pair. They're like, oh man, the first 2 from the new indication, of King Crimson, they thought it was going to be, and they took a left turn. It's kind of like Islands to me. This is their Islands. They were like, well, the first 3 were like this. Well, let's go this way. It's like,
Islands wasn't spotty and bland though. Islands was at least interesting. If I mean, if not aimless, like it was
I do give
aimless,
you
but it was more interesting.
you're right, and I this was one of the ones I did try to re-listen to today to see if I listened to it the first time. I was like, let me give it more of a chance. I'm listening. I'm like, man, this is the like, this is very meh. Like, low. It's not dumpster fire. It
No.
and yeah, I it's very meh, but it's not very low meh to me. But I gave it like it goes from a 5 to a 6 depending on when I'm listening to Discipline and Beat like together. You know, 5, 6, roughly. What did
Yeah,
you give it, Shannon?
a 4.
4.
Yeah, because it's meh.
Very meh. Now, is
Um,
it
I don't know what that last album is.
Thrack
Obviously,
it's Thrack.
that one's Thrack. Oh, it's better than Thrack. Yeah, so
better
better
than
than Thrack.
Islands?
Not as good as Islands. No.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right,
God
moving on.
damn it.
I saw
I
it that time.
I keep doing it.
That was like the 5th time he's done
I
it.
know,
I
man.
know, and I just saw it.
I can't remember the spacing of where it's at. Like, am I because I got to remember where the tab is. Okay, is the very first one or the second one? And it's just like going back and forth. Sorry, people. Whatever.
Speaking of which,
Beats. There we go. Johnny boy, you get beats, sir.
Wow. Let's see if I can remember anything because I have 0 notes on this album. Let me pull it up here and see if I can find something.
I think this was a good second album out of 3 from the group. In the third reincarnation of King
it
Crimson. I
it
think it's a
didn't
good
start
one.
out sounding like King Crimson though.
No, it did not. It was
No,
very
Um,
like poppy, very poppy, but it had a weird sound to Neil, Jack, and Me. I
yeah.
like the song. That's my favorite song from the album. They play it live really well too. In the Waiting Man, that's a good. That's how they opened the show. That's their song to open it, and
Okay.
they're drumming in front of each other, and they're doing the drumming to it. And if you watch the concert, they start. I'm like, this is King Crimson. Fuck it. Like that's my first indication of King Crimson was that show.
Mm.
That's the very first thing when I started listening to it, and Discipline and Beat was in that show, like part of it, and they had like older songs or whatever. Those two to me are really good songs, but I give this one like a 7 personally myself. A 7.
yeah, I don't. I must have blocked this one out for some reason because I have nothing. I don't remember
I'll take
anything
this one.
about.
I give it a 7. I'll take this one. John, you get the next one. All right.
All right.
What did you think about it, Shannon?
Yeah, I besides it not like starting out and being like, is this King Crimson? Did I mess up here? Like what is happening? Um Requiem I think is the weakest song probably on
Sure.
this album. It was very chaotic and kind of tedious. It was not
Yeah, they kind of went in back into the progressive. Let's get a little crazy and a little. Let's be dangerous with our sound and not try to be so poppy. That was
yeah,
them
but
going.
kind of similar to in the Court of a Crimson King and then the Wake of Poseidon. This felt like just a little bit lesser of a Discipline.
Yeah.
Right? Like just a little bit weaker version of that. So I mean, I give it a 5. I think it's a solid lawnmower album. Like
Yeah. All right.
solid lawnmower for me.
For me, it goes under Discipline. I think it's a good
I agree.
album. I feel like sometimes Discipline, Beat, and Three's a Pair. I pick songs out of them, and that's what I like about it. Like but Discipline to me is as higher on my list. I think that's a very digestible album out of it all. That's my favorite out of the 3 indication, reincarnation of whatever you want to call it.
Iteration.
Iteration. I didn't go to
Iteration's a
school.
good word.
I didn't go to school. See, I told you I'd mess up. Told you I would. Been messing up all night. You guys haven't been saying nothing.
We're giving you the
Oh,
benefit
Trying
of the
to be
doubt, buddy.
kind.
Oh, my feelies. All right, Johnny boy.
Starless.
God.
Starless and Bible Black.
Starland.
Don't fall asleep to this album. It's very creepy.
It is.
I did that one night, and I was like, Jesus Christ on a motorbike. What happened?
Mhm.
And then I was like, you know what? I did not really give this a fair shake. I'll try to listen to it again. I got about halfway through to like Trio, and I said, that's enough. I can't listen to this anymore. I tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 5. It's just no.
Really?
It's a
I
no from me, dog.
No from me, dog.
It's a no for me.
I agree that it's a 5 out of 10. For me, that's solid lawnmower. Or no, I'm sorry, low lawnmower. 5 out of 10 is low lawnmower. It was pretty boring and it was very unfocused. Like there was zero direction for anything in this album. But I wonder if because it's the same thing, right? This album is like them being like, oh, we're jazz musicians and we're gonna riff.
Yeah.
Well, like
And so I wonder
Fracture,
if maybe if they were live and there was like energy there, it would sound better, but it was very
yeah, Fracture was the one that I woke up in the middle of. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, when you're coming, so it's kind of funny when you listen to this album because you go from Lark to Starless to Red, and it's like they definitely took a step back. It was kind of they didn't. I don't know. It's when I go from Court to Red, it is a lot of that progressive side, and sometimes I feel like it's a hit or miss with a lot of stuff they do. It's a lot of hit or miss, and it was a miss. This is a 5 out of 10 for me too. Like
our
it was,
second agreement.
yeah.
Our second tricycle.
Tricycle, triangle.
Second one.
The triangle, progressive.
Yeah,
Will we get a triangle on the last one? We'll
Is
see.
that?
we'll see.
Yeah, triangle, triangle. Look at that. Blood. So where are we putting this, Johnny boy?
I mean,
Sounds like a meh.
yeah, it's under Thrack for me.
Wow, super low. Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Enchanted, Construct of Light. What do we feel
Yeah.
about that one?
This is a dumpster fire. This is a 2 out of 10 album, which is a big reason why I'm so glad that they did The Power to Believe after this, because like ending on this album would have made me so sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, what the
Um,
hell are we doing here?
Prozac
with-
Blues is just there's nothing redeemable about that song. That song is terrible. Um, I put Heaven and Earth is probably the best song, and it's not a great song. Like this was just dull and no.
So
And
what's funny about this album so a lot of times what I'll do is bring the album up, I'll see who played on it, and I see the reviews. It doesn't sway my reviews. I just want to see what people say. So it's one of their best ones, top 5, and it's like it's their worst. Like
For
it's
Construction of Light.
yeah, it's very in
Interesting.
between. Like the Germans fucking love this album. The US is fucking garbage. And it's just like,
Interesting.
yeah, like this got so when it came out, we all know Europe loves their metal. They love their progressive. 129 out of 200. Like German 67, Italian 18. It's wild. And I think it's for its time. To us, it's when you listen to Red, Lark, Discipline, those are my top 3. This doesn't compare to them. Like,
Mm-mm.
what did you come up with? What what do we
This-
say?
yeah, that's Prozac Blues. That's where he tried that weird auto tune thing with the
Yeah.
vocals. Like he's trying to be Megatron or something.
Yeah. And when you go from Thrack to Light to Believe, it's one of those. Thrack was meh. This is dumpster, and you're right. Power to Believe, it was like, okay, let's get out of our heads and just make a good King Crimson album with what we know how to make an album.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't give Power to Believe a lot of fair shake. I feel like I need to go back and listen to that one. Maybe that's one of those I need to go listen to.
I think that one's worth listening to for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I think most of these are very listenable
yeah, yeah.
for
It just
myself.
depends on your mood, I suppose.
I
Could be
do.
that.
Well, we'll go over the ending of it, but first things first, time to move an album. John, you pick first. What are we moving, sir? Or we go with what we got?
Um, I feels like I would like to move Disciplines up into the bitchin'
Okay.
behind Lark's tongue.
Thought you were gonna do that. It's okay. It's okay. It's I don't entirely disagree.
Yeah,
I don't agree, but I'll allow it.
you allow it.
It's gonna putz with mine, just a wee touch, but that's okay.
Well, Shannon,
No,
what?
it's your turn.
I don't want to move anything.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I'm very happy. Discipline was going to bitch in some way or another. He did it for me. I'm good. I'm golden.
I am going to move Islands
Okay, where we go?
because Islands is going to be the highest of the lawnmower.
Okay, you
Okay.
know what? I'm okay with that.
It is a wildly listenable album.
You know what? That's fine because to Discipline, Red, and 21st Schizo, those are top 3 for me. Like Islands, that's fine. Fuck yeah, that sounds like a number 4 for you.
I was gonna put it above Discipline just to fuck with you, but I'm like, I can't put it in bitchin'. I can't do
Okay.
that. I can't allow
Shannon?
it to be in bitchin'.
What is your top 3?
My top 3, Larks is number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is In the Court of the Crimson King, and then 3 is Red.
Okay, you like a
So,
lot of that older stuff.
I love the older stuff. Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Here for it.
What is your top 3, John?
So it's kind of similar, but not really. Red and Discipline are like 1A, depending on where you're at.
Sure.
And In the Court of the Crimson King.
Yeah. I guess overall, you got 3 different King Crimson. I feel like my favorite is the middle Discipline, Beat, and Three's a Pair. I know Three's a Pair is not a really good album, but it's good enough for the 3 for me. I feel like Shannon, you like the first version of King Crimson up to Red. I feel like that's your, and John kind of too. I feel like those.
Probably more so, yeah.
I feel like Red to Discipline is probably your only 2 you wanted to listen to, John. Everything else can go away.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And it's kind of.
I mean, there are some, like, you pull a song here, you pull a song there from whatever, and that's fine. But as far as full-on albums go, yeah, those are the ones for me.
There is a rumor that I heard about 2 weeks ago. They are in talks of making another King Crimson album.
Oh.
Yeah, so there are talks. A couple years ago, they did some touring for the 40th anniversary or 50th anniversary. There's like 3 drummers and like 2 bass players. It was like a big thing leading up to the documentary, which I need to go see. Robert Fripp is pretty funny. He's a wild dude because him and his wife do these TikToks or YouTube channel where every Sunday they would pick a song and she dances to it.
I have seen those.
That's him. That's Robert
him
Fripp with the mohawk. That's him. He's been doing that for years.
He's been doing that for a long time. I'm like,
very
this guy,
long time.
Like, and his wife's hot too.
He did like a weird rendition of Psychosocial from like Slipknot with his guitar.
He did some weird stuff. That's true, but it was like, yeah, I do.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah, it does.
That's
yeah.
So
it does. I've seen it. I'm just like, this guy's like, what?
But now to end King Crimson, does it make sense now what the band influenced all those progressive bands that we've like looked at, like Dream Theater in its
Oh,
own
of
way.
course.
Like you
Yeah.
can you see
100%.
that, Shannon? Can you see where a lot of that comes from? And that's why I like this show. Like we are going down the rabbit hole. Luckily enough for King Crimson, who would have thought? You just probably found a nice band,
I
you know?
found a regular shuffle rotation.
Yeah, it's I know Disciplines and picked some songs and stuff like that, and I've done some stuff like that too. So for me, King Crimson is a lawnmower band. It's one of those you put in the background once in a while, or oh hey man, something from Discipline or Red, sweet. All right, let's listen to it. It's not like hey, I want to listen to Dream Theater today. It's like we'll pick and choose. I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
no,
So.
I have so many of those days where I'm like, I can't think of anything to listen to. Well, Dream Theater it is.
Dream Theater.
Random. Yeah, I know. I've been listening to Dream Theater all week, so I hear you. All right. Anything else?
They're coming back around in September.
I heard, yeah, and somewhere in Maryland. I looked
The
at it the
Lyric
other day.
in
Lyric.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's it. Anybody want anything else about King Crimson? All
Solid
right.
band.
Okay.
Enough
Yeah.
said. Enough said.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. That's it.
All right. Well, as you guys probably saw me tabbing through, we already know what band I'm picking or whatever. Annihilator, Canada's best. Shannon, you wanted thrash?
Canada.
You got thrash.
You got the thrash.
So this band is from like '84. They have, I believe, 15 albums, roughly. This is a personal favorite. I went down the rabbit hole years ago with Annihilator. Um, the main guy is Mr. Jeff Waters, which is right here. He is like the Dave Mustaine and Robert Fripp. It's always him and nobody else. So Annihilator will be the next album due to my birthday.
Hold on, you mean the next band?
Next
We're
band
listening to all the things.
Correct.
Okay, just trying to be clear. Okay.
Welcome to the show. That's what we're doing.
Okay, you said the
Glad you could make it.
best of, which made me think, wait, are we listening to a singular best of album?
This is the best picture I could figure.
So I think this is you being unclear.
This is the best picture I could get of Annihilator, so we could put it on the screen. That's what you're getting. The best of Annihilator.
Wait a minute, I did listen to laugh tracks.
Oh, you did?
I have one note.
Cut it. Edit.
Because I looked at it, I don't have any notes on this. I must not have listened to it. I did. I said it's super short, and it just kind of ended arbitrary 6 out of 10.
Arbitrary. It's that's. I agree. That's very 5-6. So.
I would like to take my shame face away.
Hey, I'll take it back too. There we go.
There it is.
All right.
There
Now
it
you're shamed. You wait till the end of the
Now
show.
now I'm not ashamed. Now I'm just embarrassed.
It's only been an hour and a half.
Awkward turtle.
It's only been an hour and a half only. So
I tried so hard to not be my mother. I'm turning into my father, and
Oh boy.
didn't see that one coming. You know what I mean?
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the show. Thank you for everybody who is going to watch this. Please leave a comment of anything you want to see coming up or anything. Maybe give us suggestions for us to listen to. Maybe. But we will put this out and we will be putting out more stuff. Here we go. All right, everybody. Say bye to the internet. Bye.